Nathan Fielder is bringing his brand of unusual and awkward dark comedy to a new Showtime series, this time with Emma Stone, recent Oscar winner, in tow. Let's talk about The Curse. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the Showtime series The Curse. You can see this streaming now on Paramount Plus if you have the Showtime add-on. And I don't know if Showtime has their own app at this point or not. I get a little lost with that, but definitely Paramount Plus kind of has that Showtime package as well for an extra like $2 or something. So that's how I have seen this. But it recently wrapped its first season. I don't know if we are to get a second season. I'm not sure if it's listed as a mini series, but so far we have the 10 episodes of season 1, and this stars Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone, who just won her second Oscar for the wonderful film Poor Things, which also, like this, I think is kind of divisive. Poor Things is definitely like out of sort of the box of what we're used to seeing on screen, and definitely interesting, in that regard. And The Curse is very much the same thing, as most things with Nathan Fielder are. So before we go to any more specifics of the show, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We've got movie and TV reviews here on the channel, and just about every day I try to post something new. So there's always a lot to check out. Please consider subscribing, hit that like button, comment below. All of that stuff, of course, helps the channel out. All right, so in addition to Nathan Fielder, we have another sort of, I don't know if he's in that same category as Nathan Fielder as like awkwardness, but Benny Safdie of the Safdie brothers. They've written and directed some really kind of left of center projects, including Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, which of course was a huge I think wake up call to people that, oh, Adam Sandler actually can act well if he wants to, if he wants to not be silly, and that was a great role for him. And also Robert Pattinson did a movie with the Safdie brothers called Good Time. But Benny has been branching out into acting as well. He had a role in Licorice Pizza. He had a role in Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, and he acts here as well. So the basic premise is that Emma Stone and Nathan Fielder are husband and wife, Whitney and Asher, and they have this HGTV show that they're trying to sell to the network. It's not really been greenlit yet. They're sort of working through the paces of it, hoping that it is going to go to series. And they're basically trying to build up this one community with passive houses, which I didn't really know what that was, but they kind of explain it. And then Benny Safdie plays the producer of the show, and also a friend of Asher's from over the years. And then you have this Curse, which is sort of the main, it's the name of the show. We haven't really seen too much of it yet. I'm 3 episodes in, and it's mentioned a little bit, and the curse happens in the first episode. These little girls curse Asher because he is trying to do this sort of stunt to look like a nice guy for the cameras, and they're trying to sell these sodas or whatever outside of a grocery store, and he gives them $100, and they're like, oh my God, this is great. And then as soon as the camera stops rolling, he tries to take the money back. And he says, look, I'll come back. I don't have change right now, but I'll come back with a 20, and I'll buy, a 6-pack for 20. So that's a lot more money, than you're asking anyway. But I need that 100 back, which, boy, Nathan Fielder, he plays such unlikable characters on purpose. This is, he wants you to be uncomfortable. He wants you to feel, I don't know, something, whether it's anger or, pain for this character or whatever. And boy, he's got another winner with this Asher character, because I disliked him so much, and it was so awkward, having to watch him go through, trying to sort of scam people and whatever. Not just the girls, but there's other stuff. But anyway, he ends up catching up with the girls later on through something else. And their father is played by Barkhad Abdi from the Captain Phillips movie. We haven't seen him probably since Captain Phillips. He's got a very, very unique look to him that does not play with every role with every character, but certainly works here as this gentleman of these two daughters that are essentially sort of squatting in one of the houses. So anyway, this show is weird. First of all, it is like nothing that is on TV. So I will certainly give it points for originality. But there is a big reason that there's a huge discrepancy between the critics and the audience on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics have this at 95%. Audience is at like 42 or something. And I think that sounds about right to me for a show like this. I think this is going to really, really be divisive for the casual viewer. First of all, well, at least for me, I can't speak to everybody's opinion, but the Asher character, I think, is designed to make you not like him and to feel his awkwardness and all of this. And, the whole time that they're running through the episodes of the HD TV show, the show within a show, I just was thinking like, wow, this guy is terrible on camera. He is unlikable, whatever. And then in episode 3, they sort of tackle that with the focus group. And so, of course, look, Nathan Fielder is sort of the king of this sort of awkward genre thing. I don't know what you'd even call it, really. But, uncomfortable, whatever. But nothing is without purpose. So if you could make it to that 3rd episode where the focus group is like, oh yeah, this guy stinks, whatever. It's like, okay, so I'm not crazy. They made this on purpose so that we would not like this guy, but that is going to turn a lot of people off. A lot of people do not want to watch a main character that is kind of a terrible person. And we've seen things work like that. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, certainly. Those are all, pretty bad people. You could argue the people on Seinfeld are not maybe the most kindest of heart either. But, that's more in a contained, 25-minute show. These are hour-long episodes, and I do think that's a possible downfall for this show because I think, I think Nathan For You was a half hour, and I think the show he did, that might have been an hour. The one he did recently, I think it was for HBO. That might have been an hour. But I think Nathan Fielder is probably best in smaller doses. And he would, maybe be the first to say, oh, yeah, well, I wanted to make people as uncomfortable as possible, so we made it an hour. I don't think that is quite necessary based on the episodes and what's going on in them. It's just a little bit slow moving for me. But look, Emma Stone, her second Oscar speaks for itself. She is always doing something interesting in her roles. In the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. Yes, she's had some more mainstream roles in movies over the years that maybe didn't work, like Cameron Crowe's Aloha. Nobody worked in that movie. But I love this journey that she's on. When I heard she was doing a show with Nathan Fielder, I thought, well, that is going to be hella interesting because, I think she does not necessarily relish in those uncomfortable roles, but Poor Things is an example of a role that she had that was definitely left of center and I think designed to make people uncomfortable. Her character here is sort of the the touchstone, the normal one of the two. But as the episodes are going on, I'm sort of wondering about her too, because I feel like we're maybe witnessing her drive to success on this show at any cost type of thing. In a different way that his character is. This is a very, very interesting show. I don't know if I like it, but I think that is the point. I'm not sure if they necessarily want people to like it. They just want people to watch it and maybe feel something and think something. And so for that, they've hit on, I think what their goal was. I've heard the last episode is bonkers, and I don't know if that is in a positive or negative way, so I will be curious to see what that's going to be. But look, like it or dislike it, there is nothing like this on TV, so I have to give it credit for that. I really wasn't sure what to grade this. I thought about even watching all 10 episodes before I graded it, but I've got other shows to catch up on. So for now, I'm going to leave The Curse with a B+. and that may come up or down based on how this show ends. But you can check out all 10 episodes now on Showtime or on Paramount Plus with your Showtime add-on. And that will do it for Dan Reviews It. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.